Hello and welcome my friends to this week's episode of Lionel's Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, contemplating questionable decisions yet again in this game. We have entered the end of Awakened Prince Dante's run, with him going back to under his bridge as a... Wait, he isn't a troll. But with the last bit of time fooling around with him, he has brought us to the promised land of kicking the big fat frog in its balls. Yes, those two big dangling balls in front of his face. But anyway, for my dear Asian server friends, this will further cement on the idea of why he is worth to get it, but not the musket. So against this big fat punching bag, will Awakened Prince Dante have our favourite frog leg porridge? As per our fights with the same rotation as Alpha and Omega, bring out his Sin Devil Trigger and hover around in the air, just like Magneto and Iron Man cheesing in Marvel superheroes when everyone is first starting playing it in the 90s. Using the fan favorite Umbra, you charge your MP fast and away from danger, just that he still gets hit by the icicle droppy thing. But not to worry, he has damage reduction triggered in Sin Devil Trigger form. Once you activate the loose, the burst damage is just insane, proving why he is the king of burst. Double loose takes out more than 30% of the fatty's HP, and it triggers his second phase. And at this part, the actual problem occurs again. With his MP almost depleted and no way to charge it since the fatty has invincibility during this period, it becomes a usual slog of struggling to get his MP charged up enough for his Sin Devil Trigger mode. His damage drops, and that is when the other member with Alpha and Omega catches up in damage. Even after triggering the Ice Maze phase, he still doesn't have enough MP to activate it. As usual, once he activates his Sin Devil Trigger again, Demolition just destroys the fatty in seconds, literally removing 30% of his health. Look at that crazy burst damage, suddenly dealing twice as much damage as Alpha and Omega at almost similar levels. So once again, I will reiterate, no doubt the king of burst, but the MP regen is just ridiculously slow. If I didn't have a decent Alpha and Omega in the team, I will need to do 2 more activations, which can drag out the whole damn fight by another 5 minutes to charge and finish off the fatty. So really, if you just want to burst fast and hard, you will need him to be at very high levels and many copies of him. If you are just going to have an almost bare minimum level like mine, I won't recommend him at all since his MP regen is way too slow to keep up the pace. Thank you all for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more nonsense coming your way. I will admit, Awakened Prince is very fun to use. The only thing is that he charges MP way too slow to effectively finish off the fights fast, only if you have many copies of him. Expect to see more of him in my future videos, and no idea what to do next. Till next time, happy hunting and game on!